Okay, so this is Dave Granger, standing here in Harpers Ferry, West Virginia. For those of you who don't know, Harpers Ferry was the site that former extremist abolitionist John Brown staged what he hoped to be a slave insurrection. He chose Harpers Ferry because they had an armory and many other weapon making factories. Right here, which you're looking at, that I'm walking up to, is the original armory, or it's a replica maybe of the armory that he was interested in occupying. Now, after a while, things didn't go so well for John Brown. He had kidnapped some folks, and they were coming here to Harpers Ferry to stage the insurrection, and he was hoping to get support from the slaves that he was going to free, and things didn't go so well, and he didn't. And what he got instead of support of the slaves was 1,000 or so willing local town militias, and he was held up in the old fire engine house. And what I'm about to show you that I'm walking up to is the old fire engine house. Alright, so what you're looking at is the fire engine house that John Brown and his surviving rebels were trapped in. They were surrounded by first town militia, and then ironically enough the federal government was called in, the Marines to be specific, and the leader and general of the Marines was none other than Robert E. Lee. This is a few years before he became the Confederacy's prominent military leader. Alright, so what you're looking at right here is a monument. If I get close to it, it reads John Brown's Fort. So I was talking earlier about how when his rebellion, or his hopeful slave insurrection that he was trying to lead, went south, he had to take the people who were still in his rebellion, who survived, and run away to an old fire engine house. And I showed it to you earlier. This is a view of the home. Zoom in on it. This is a view of the old fire engine house that I showed you earlier. That is a rebuilt replica that has been moved around. You can go inside and kind of get a feel for what it was like to be trapped in there for 36 hours. Alright, so you can see how gorgeous it is out here on this hot West Virginia day here in Harpers Ferry. Like I said, I really genuinely feel like I have gone back in time. They've got these really narrow alleyways, and it really stirs up a lot of historical emotion to be in a place like this, to know that this is where the early rumblings of the Civil War really began, with the John Brown rebellion here at Harpers Ferry.